Number 1. The experiment output as well as a quick run-through on what you did on this experiment. For this experiment, a root locus designed for a closed-loop system was performed. The main goal was to check if a simple proportional controller could meet the design specifications provided, which is a settling time of around 2 seconds and an overshoot between 5% and 25%. So with this, I started with the given system and solved for the desired closed-loop poles, which came to be -2 plus or minus J3.3122. After plotting the root locus, I found out that this desired pole does not lie on the root locus, meaning that the system cannot meet the specifications using just a proportional gain. From the procedure, a compensator Z sub C at -1.19 was added. But even after computing the angle condition, it still didn't exactly satisfy the negative and positive 180 degrees requirement, so that would mean that the system still wasn't properly satisfied. After that, the MATLAB's CISO tool, which is single input single output, was utilized and added. 2 zeros at 3.45 negative and negative 3.72, then adjusted again. This finally allowed me to place the poles closer to the desired location. So from the final step response, I observed a settling time of about 2 seconds and an overshoot around 16 seconds, which is already within acceptable limits based on the specifications. Number 2. Discussions on the challenges in performing this experiment or understanding the concepts. So one of the main challenges in this experiment was understanding why the desired pole's location didn't initially lie on the root locus. At first, it's kind of confusing because you expect the system to just work by just adjusting the gain, but that's not always the case. Another difficulty was applying the angle condition, especially when estimating the angles from the sketch based on the MATLAB figures. It's not always exact, so small errors can affect the result. So number 3, notes to self or anything worth noting. So for me, one important key takeaway from this experiment is that adding zeros help shape the root locus, making it possible to meet the design specification when a simple gain isn't enough. Another one is that zeros tend to make the system faster but increases overshoot, so there's always a trade-off between speed and stability. Another thing to remember is that the location of closed-loop poles directly determines system performance, so understanding how to manipulate them using compensator is really important in control system design. Lastly, tools like the MATLAB CISO tool are very powerful, but it's still important to understand the theory behind what's happening and not only just to rely on the software itself. So that is all.